Hi guys, this is Vincent Njao from Vince Fitness team. We have a new show, we call it the Vince Fitness Podcast, and our aim is to educate, inform, and entertain our clients. This podcast is client-centric. Our aim is to empower and help the clients because we believe there is a huge gap between clients, fitness, and trainers. So we want to clarify for you to know what you need and what you don't need. Basically, is breaking down your goals and making it easier for you as you pursue fitness and health. Welcome to the Vince Fitness Podcast, and our guests are not really our guests. Let me call her our co-host, my co-host.
Yes, please.
NJOKI NDIRANGU is with us today, and our main topic for today is fitness myths. Basically, these are beliefs that are not true or untrue or ideas that are related to fitness. Welcome, NJOKI.
Thank you for having me again.
Mm-hmm.
My name is NJOKI NDIRANGU. I am a strength training coach for women. I teach women how to lose fat and lose weight while keeping their carbs. I'm happy to be here to debunk this myth. Just tell people the things that maybe they think are true and maybe the things that are not.
Yeah.
Is there some bit of truth in those myths? Yeah, this will be a nice one.
Good. So welcome. Straight to the point. I think the first and foremost that guys sing a lot about it is that anytime you lift weights, you become bulky. A huge misconception.
Yeah.
So I think we can talk about that.
Yeah.
And number one, I'd like to say that don't get it twisted. Because weights really help in building muscle and becoming lean.
Yeah.
So I don't believe on any time you lift weights it makes you bulky. Not necessarily. Being bulky and everything depends on your plate. Right?
Perfect.
Yeah.
Yes. It's the same thing we say when and I think maybe this is another myth, that there are exercises, what exercises you do to lose weight, what exercises you do to get lean or toned. It's the same things. The exercises don't change. You lift weights if you want to lose weight, if you want to gain muscle, if you want to lose fat, if you want to gain weight and lose fat, everything. Strength training is at the top of that list. However, the desired effect of being lean or being bulky is going to come from how you eat. Yeah. If you're a person who's looking to gain weight and I give the same program of lifting weight and someone else who's looking to lose weight, the only difference would be how much I'm expecting both of you people to eat. So if you eat more than whatever your body is using, you are definitely going to gain weight. Yeah. If you eat less than what your body is using, you are definitely going to lose weight. So being bulky is really just an aftermath of your plate, not necessarily lifting and still training. Yeah.
It's all about the calorie intake, calorie expenditure.
Yes, for sure.
So anytime you're on a calorie deficit, it's better than being on a high calorie intake.
If you're looking to lose fat.
Weight, to be precise. The other thing is, guys should know that I've seen guys at the gym and you ask someone, why are you training so long, 3 hours, 4 hours? And the guy goes ahead and tell you that I really train hard because I eat badly. And so I was telling some other clients that you'll never do a bad diet.
You cannot obtain a bad diet.
You can imagine anytime you're eating 5,000 calories and you're burning 2,500, you'll never get to 5,000 in a day. So the easiest way is to bring down the calorie intake and stick to a calorie expenditure of around maybe 3,000 or 2,000.
Yes, for sure. You can never train a bad diet, and I think that's another myth. That as long as I'm training, I can eat however much I want. Not really.
Actually, if you really want to recover well and build muscle, your diet has to be really, really good.
Oh, for sure.
That's one thing I've noticed. You can train and not eat well. You'll not see results.
For sure.
Nutrition facilitates results.
It does, and
in a huge way.
Yes, and the basics of that is just hitting your protein goals, because protein is the macros that enable you to build muscle and to repair muscle. So, yeah, just eating a plain plate of fries after training is not exactly a very good idea. It needs to be accompanied with a protein. So you cannot do a bad diet for sure, and you've got to make sure that your nutrition is on point.
There's another myth that it's always rampant about no pain, no gain.
And you have to be dying in the gym.
You have to you have to sweat for you to see results. You have to to be sore for you to see results. Just the other day we were talking about effective training. And I was telling Mila, Mila's personal trainer. So I was telling him, guys always believe that for me to feel like I'm doing something, I have to be sore the following day, or I have to feel pain. No, it's not necessarily. We're actually talking about how you can train for 20 minutes and you're okay.
For sure.
And it's effective.
Yeah.
So this thing needs to go away of no pain, no gain. I hope you don't translate it the way it says. Because utaumia.
For real. Yeah. And I think when we say two things, when we say that statement, first of all, it gets the point that we don't even allow clients to understand that there's good pain and bad pain. So the only good pain that exists for sure when you're training is DOMS. That soreness that you feel after training, and it doesn't mean anything more than you did something new. That is all being sore means. It doesn't mean you had a good workout or whatever. It's not a measure of a good workout. It just means you did something new that your body was not accustomed to, so you had to exert yourself more. You had to use more strength, more aerobic or anaerobic strength. That's just what it means. So when we say no pain, no gain, some clients will be injured in the process of training, and they will think it's fine.
It's part of the process.
Yeah. So ideally, if it's DOMS, it's fine. If you're sore, it's fine, but it's not necessarily a sign of good training. But also, we need to stop saying that, because then clients are not even able to differentiate the line between injured, this is actually not good. This is because now you said no pain, no gain. So see, if I'm in pain, then I'm good. Not really.
I think we should provide a safe space to our clients to be able to communicate and tell us, how are you really feeling? Are you feeling pain, or are you feeling DOMS? Which is which?
And also to help them differentiate the two.
Differentiate between the two. We need to build a relationship where the communication between the trainer and client is free flowing. The client doesn't fear telling you anything because they know your response. We need to create that safe space between the trainer and the client.
For
I
sure.
think that's the challenge.
Definitely, because a lot of trainers will want you to be in pain so that they know they come at you. So also for sure, it doesn't mean that if you really went, no pain, no gain, if you're not dying during your workout, you did not have in fact, I have my lunchtime clients. At the gym, my clients are usually called soft life ambassadors, because their workouts look like they're not working out because they're not entirely suffering as one should. But ideally, I would prefer for you if the person who goes hard few times gets less results than the person who does moderate workouts and you're able to consistently do that. Otherwise, if you're hammering your body all the time and all the time you're in pain, you're sore, I guarantee I don't think you're going to be able to keep that up. And then that's how inconsistency comes about. Because then if you're sore Monday, Tuesday, I just recently telling in the car, I tell my clients on Monday, Tuesday, I tell them to take a rest on Wednesday. Because by Wednesday they're starting to feel sore and tired and fatigued. And then rest, come back again on Thursday, Friday. So if you're sore all the time, you're just going to take max 2 weeks. I don't see how you can pull that off month after month.
When you break down, you get to a point where you don't want to go to the gym anymore. So you'd rather go moderate and do consistently 2 or 3 good months, right?
You still get results.
To going hard 5 days, then you miss out another week because of pain.
For sure.
There's this myth of sport training. Guys don't want to really train full body or anything. They want to train a specific place, like belly. They want to work on the belly. What would you recommend and what would you advise our lady clients,
Yeah.
because I think this is the biggest challenge we are facing in the gyms. Somebody comes in the gym and says, I don't want to know how to do push-up, I don't want to do such things. All I want is my tummy to go. For instance, we've seen men with big pot pain. They are trying to work on it so much that they forget other body parts. Actually, I've realized, I've seen men at the gym, they put so much focus on the tummy, instead of it going away, it becomes bigger. It becomes harder. And it the same place. And they're like, hey, Bana, what's happening?
That is hilarious. Those people, you should just bring them here. They need us. Huh? I think the concept of people being obsessed, first of all, it's really just human nature. We are knee deep in the industry and you know your facts, so it's very hard for you to even think that anyone else could think any other way. But for anyone else who's outside and is just coming in, they can't understand why you're telling them. My tummy can't, but explain to me in very simple terms why it can't. So I think first of all, it's really just recognizing that this is not anyone's fault in terms of, it's not the client's fault. It's really just is human nature to want to, this is what I want, why are you telling me to spend
to work
this? To work this.
Things,
and I remember there was some time that was bugging me and I thought about it because most of my clients, not most, I just train ladies. And of course, the number one concern is I want my tummy to go away. Now, as a coach and as a trainer, when you're creating a program and you're trying to really educate them and sell to them that they have to do full body workouts, of course, first of all, the fact is that your body loses fat as a whole. You cannot, quote unquote, spot reduce. You cannot just do sit-ups and expect that you have abs by the end of it. It doesn't work like that.
True.
But for you to get to the client to understand this, they've got to feel like they have some sort of control over what their exercise regime looks like, because this is something that they're choosing to do and it's not necessarily exciting to them. So what I started doing is if I see someone really enjoys doing mat ab workouts, I tell them, you know what, this is fine. We will do your thing first and then we can do what I have planned for the day.
That's a good idea.
Yes. So the issue isn't the facts. The issue is they need to feel like, if I took you to an engineering class like that right now, and I asked you to fix a light, you would only fix the thing that you know about the lights. Like for me, the only thing I know about lights is bulbs. I just started asking, the only thing, I don't even know there's anything internal inside the wires. Because it's not within my scope to understand what's happening in the wires. So I just started giving them to learn an ab workouts. In fact, that is their warm up. I'm giving 15, 20. How many ab workouts do you want to do? 5. 5 so nichapie 3 sets vizuri. Nasema sawa. Now you've done your thing. Now let us do my thing. Of course, within doing that a couple of times, because then afterwards they get to do full body workouts. They get to realize changes afterwards. And I'm like, you see, it works. Well, I don't care what works. The thing is, you enjoy the training. And then overall, you felt like you had some sort of control in your exercise regime. It's a win-win for everyone. I think it's really just a matter of perspective.
And approach. So, there's a perspective of losing weight. Most guys prefer, I've seen guys say that they're doing cardio because they want to lose weight. Then you have to explain to them how the process is like. And the fastest way to lose weight is to lift weights. So this is a big myth that really guys are struggling with, because everyone wants to do running to lose weight. So at the end of the day, I'd like to explain to the clients that the benefits of strength training is that you gain bone density, you boost your metabolism. That way you burn fat even at rest. You burn calories even at rest. So your metabolism is so high that you're burning a lot of calories. Like for instance, I've noticed if they do running, you're burning fat, but immediately you stop. It stops.
Yeah. With cardio, it stops immediately. You stop.
But with strength training, even 2 hours later, you're burning calories.
2 hours later. Actually.
You know.
3 days later.
So you can imagine.
Yes.
So guys need to understand that. cardio is not the solution. Strength training is the solution.
Yeah.
It has more benefits than cardio.
Yeah.
I'm not saying cardio is bad. Strength training is bad or good, but strength training is the way to go. Then later on you can do maybe slow steady states. You can finish up with maybe 20 minutes of running if you want to, but that's after strength training. There's also another myth of I've seen a lot of people avoiding proteins, but they make them add weight, and it's the other way around, because basically proteins are building blocks of muscles. They don't like make you bulky. You understand? The more you eat protein, the more your body takes time to digest them, the more you need more energy, so you're burning more calories. Actually, I think digesting
to just digest the food.
So that's one of the benefits of protein. As opposed to carbohydrates. What was the other one? The other one was the
strength training and
running.
Yes, ideally.
So trying to talk to them about how important strength training is.
And all these myths are really just coming from what we know, because when you seek out information, the first thing you do is ask your friend. And most probably what you'll do is you'll tend to do exactly what that person did. And if that person did not seek professional help or advice in their journey, you're going to copy exactly what they did. And mostly what we do is, run, do a morning run, do a morning jog. So all these myths are coming from just social interactions and what we've had from our friends, from our families and things like that. Even the food thing. So with strength training, we tend to believe, first of all, do cardio, lose weight, and then go and get toned. As Vinny has said, it doesn't work like that. For anyone, it doesn't matter what your goal is. As I said when we were starting, if you want to gain weight, if you want to lose weight, if you want to lose fat, if you want to, whatever it is that you want to do at the gym, strength training is really at the top. It is paramount
to your training.
It is. And when I say strength training, it can be lifting weights, it can be body weight training, anything that really requires you to exert more of your body strength on yourself. And for sure, it does burn more calories, first of all, than... And we're not even thinking about the idea of calories on its own. Building muscle and fat can't coexist. It's really that simple. The more muscle you have,
the less fat,
the more fat you burn. It's really that because muscle is very expensive to maintain. That's exactly why we're talking about protein, because protein is also very expensive in terms of energy expenditure. You've got to use more energy to even just digest it. It takes longer in your body, so that then you're feeling full very quickly, and then it takes you longer to even eat your next meal.
True.
Yes. So now here comes protein. It's the idea of saying, unajua ukitaka lose weight, kwanza wacha kula nyama choma, wacha kula nyama, wacha kula mayai. It's really just a cultural thing, and that's what we think, because as Africans, I think the way we eat is ideally, because a lot of carbs are very affordable and we get them. And that's what we get from our shambas, that's what we get. It's very easy to get them. So the way that we've been raised and the way our culture is to overeat them. Your rice, your ugali, your ndizi, all of those things, because they're very easy to get. But then as you now start your fitness journey, you've got to really understand the classifications of food, your macros. You have proteins, you have carbs, your veggies, how to serve your plate. It's not protein that's the problem. It's just that we've been taught to overeat our carbs. We'll eat things like rice and beans, and then we'll eat something like githeri, we eat it with rice. All of that is really just carbs, and we think we are just demonizing the protein. So this one for sure is a culture issue, but the truth is that strength training is the king when it comes to the gym, and then protein is the king when it comes to your plate.
True. This show was recorded and produced at Represented Studio in Nairobi, Kenya.